let's go. Last video. Yeah. It's time to relax and enjoy the weather. It's so pretty outside. Okay. Hello and welcome. In today's video, we are doing our monthly favorites and fails. So it's hot, what's not, what I regret, what I'm glad I purchased, and what I wish I would have grabbed sooner. So if you like that kind of content, be sure you stay tuned. And welcome, beautiful people. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're returning, I do appreciate your continued love and support. If you enjoy this content, do make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe at the end of the video. Turn on all notifications, that way you're alerted of my content. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started and show you my monthly favorites and fails and in-betweens. So here we go. All right, so I'm gonna go in no particular order. That way there'll be some surprises in between here. And I actually threw in, which I really need to do a video of Shop My Stash, because I've been trying to do some Shop My Stash kind of in the background, behind the scenes. Yeah, because I need to start using more of what I've already got. Yeah, so anyway, so we're gonna jump right into this. I've got an array of stuff here, some stuff I've been using for a while, some stuff I rediscovered, and some stuff's been out for a while, but new to me that I'm like, what did I wait for? So let's go ahead and get started. Now, one thing that I had been waiting on, I didn't try it, because again, I've been doing more high-end, more like Sephora type products lately. So I finally broke down and decided to try the L'Oreal Lumi bronzer. Now, I was pleasantly surprised. I actually really like this bronzer. I'll try to insert a picture if I can find one recently where I was using it, applied it. But man, I have to say, for a drugstore bronzer, now it's a little bit more pricey when I think it retails for like $13.99. I got it on sale because, you know, most things I buy on sale, y'all. I don't like paying full price. So, but I did go ahead and get the medium. It is 02 medium, because sometimes, you know, lighter bronzers just don't show up. I don't like the undertone of lighter bronzers on me, that like orangey kind of, or they just don't show up enough. You know, do have light neutral, some warm tones, but yeah, so I did get the number 2. And this one, actually, I have to say, is a really good match for me. I really like it. Again, it's a little bit more expensive, but I mean, that's a huge pan. I'll never go through all this, but I don't know what I waited for. So but I'm glad to finally have it now. So that is definitely a hit for me this month. Definitely glad to have picked that up finally. Another thing that I picked up from Ulta, but again, still drugstore brand type products, the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I finally picked this up, and I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised by this too. It's not sticky, it wears well, very, very nice gloss. Now I got mine, I got 2 of them. I got Silk and Stone. Silk is a little bit more of a pink tone, pink nude tone, and Stone is like a beige, like a nude color. Really, really pretty though, highly recommend. And again, do wish I had picked those up sooner. They have the plumping effect, so it can be a little bit tingly, but doesn't bother me at all. So definitely a hit for me. Now, one thing I am getting from Shop My Stash, my, you know, behind the scenes Shop My Stash, and sorry, this thing is just a hot mess because I've had it for a while. Ciate London, this is the translucent, it's called Extraordinary Translucent Powder. I have to say, I am pleasantly surprised at how much I like this. I had forgotten I had used it for a while. I mean, as you see, I mean, I've used a pretty good bit of it. I mean, there's just a little corner left considering how much was in there, but it is a finely milled powder. It just sets really well on my face. I don't know why, but I just like the way the finish, it just looks really good on my skin. And again, it's translucent, so pretty much work for anybody, but I really like this. I'm surprised. I'm glad I kind of threw it back in, and I'm really trying to go through it. So I've been very diligent about using this every time I'm using powder. Well, other than a couple times I'm trying another one, but I've been really enjoying this. So I do recommend that. So Ciate London, pleasantly surprised. All right, another thing here that I just think is underrated. I don't hear much talk about these, and I've got several of their palettes, but LA Girl. So we have Main Stage here, and then we have VIP. Main Stage is probably one that I would use less. It's not quite the color story I would wear all the time. I did receive mine a little bit broken up here, that top shadow, so I can't show you fully. But yeah, I mean, these shadows, I mean, LA Girl, I have to tell you, the palettes that I've had like this, like these type of palettes, I've got the Pro Series and then these ones, I've had nothing but good times, good vibes. I haven't had nothing but luck with these, put it that way. And the VIP one, now this is definitely more my color story. It has your warmer tones, you've got some pinks, some oranges, you've got this pretty yellow in there that kind of bright sunshine yellow. I think that's so pretty. And these metallics, I'm telling you, they've got some metallics and I think some shimmer formulas. But I made a look the other day, and if I remembered to take a look, because a lot of times I'm rushing to get to work, like get ready for work, so sometimes I forget to take pictures, but I will try to insert, if I have a picture of the look I made, I'm telling you, these metallics that they have in here are superb. Now for $15.99 a pop, and I always get mine on sale, I think these were half off when I bought them, and I had some points to use, so I literally got them for like nothing. If you can get these on sale, they are well worth the price on sale. And the mattes, sometimes need a little bit, it can be a little patchy or need a little bit of building, but they're definitely, you can work with them. For the price, I highly recommend. So LA Girl, I'm telling you, their eyeshadows, don't play on those, don't sit on those. All right, another thing that I recently found, which I'm having my stash, the e.l.f. brow pencil. Now this is that thicker one, it's called Instant Lift Brow Pencil. Has the bigger tip, it's not that like micro. I am loving this. Now this is a newer one I purchased. The one I'm actually using currently, I forgot to bring in here, but anyways, mine is in, I think neutral brown. I love this. If you're somebody like me that has no brows, I mean, I'm lucky to have a couple brow hairs here and there. Like I have no brows. Micro tip, they're great if you have brows and you're just filling in here and there and trying to get the brow look, you know, but for me, I need something. I need like a full brow. So this makes it so much easier with a thicker pencil, like the thicker tip. It just applies so quickly, so easily. It stays on. I haven't had much issue with it like rubbing off, and for $2. $2. I'm telling you, I love this pencil. This has been my go-to for the last probably 2-3 weeks now. I've used this pretty much consistently. Now I'm trying to still use some micro tip here and there just to use them up, but I'm telling you, I'm all about this pencil. I love it. So yeah, e.l.f. for the win on that one. All right, another thing that I was pleasantly surprised, I forgot I already had a few of these, and I think I accidentally ordered the same color twice, but I'm not sad because I really like them, are the Colourpop Luxe lip oils. I really like these. Now they're not a long lasting, they're not gonna last for hours, you know, but I'm telling you, they are so smooth. They feel hydrating. They have just a little bit of a tint. So if you're just looking for something simple, and because I'm at work and I wear masks, I'm not really looking for something with color or, that's like really just, all out, pigmentation. So for me, these work really well for what I need them for. And they're $8 on Colourpop's website. I recently got a couple from Ulta that were like on sale for $4.80 because they were having a sale, but I highly recommend these. Now this one I have here is First Date. It's more of a peachy nude as they describe it. It's one of my favorites. My other favorite here is Skinny Dip. Now it's a little bit more of a pale nude, so it's a lighter color, but I just, like I said, I just love the consistency and the way it feels on my lips. Again, not long lasting, but most glosses, lip oils aren't gonna be. So, but for what I need them for, I love them. I have multiple of them. They are my favorite for $8. I think you can't go wrong. I personally like them. So, highly recommend those. Another thing I have here is Makeup Geek. Aww, I haven't featured Makeup Geek a whole lot lately, but they have one of my favorite formulations. Their mattes are very pigmented, blendable, awesome. And their metallics, which they only have a limited number of metallics. That's the only thing. I wish they would come out with more colors. I feel like they've had like the same matrix of colors for a while now, but I really love their formulation and I think they're underrated. Nobody really talks about them, but this one here, this quad I have, I got two special quads here. They were doing a special where when you purchased these quads, there were a couple of them, and they actually came with an eyeliner too, which I forgot to bring here, sorry. I'll just insert some pictures for you to see, but they donate to St. Jude's, which I thought was just awesome. So I was like, I can't pass that up. I think it was like $10. They're $24 each, and I think $10 of the profits, the proceeds, go to St. Jude's, if I remember correctly, which again, I'll insert. But first of all, I thought that was a great cause. Second of all, I just love Makeup Geek's formulation. And again, I don't talk about them a whole lot, but I just love them. And again, you have to spend $50 to get the free shipping, whatever. So I did go ahead and just pick up a neutral quad. It's a little warm toned, but yeah. So I figured with those, because I didn't have a whole lot, like transition colors to work with these. So I got that. And then I did make a look with this greenish, this blue-green one. Oh, so pretty. So I'll insert a picture of that if I can find it to let you know, but I highly recommend Makeup Geek. And you used to be able to find them at Target too, but I don't know if you can last time I looked for them, I couldn't find them at Target anymore, so I don't know what happened with that, but they were in Target for a little while. So recommend those. Next thing I have here is Lawless. They're blushes. Now this one is Sakura, which is a newer one to me, but I do have another one too, which is Desert Rose maybe, I think. But they're well pigmented. Now again, for the price, they're a little bit pricey. I think they're either $34 or $38, but I did get these on sale. I did get this one on sale during the Sephora sale. So if you can get them discounted, they are good blushes. They are well pigmented, and I think Clean Beauty brand, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and so definitely recommend those. But again, I would try to get them on sale because they are a little pricey. So yeah, but I do recommend those. Another thing that I think I've talked about, which I didn't feature like in my favorites and fails, but I've talked about recently, are BareMinerals. They're highlighters. Really like this one called Free, which is more of a champagne color, perfect for my skin tone. I think it's so pretty. And then I have this other one called Joy, which I thought was going to be a little bit too dark or a little bit too peachy for me. But when I wore it the other day, I did it with a look. It actually turned out really nice. Really liked it. So definitely wasn't as like peachy as I thought it would be or too deep. But yeah, I really, really like. I'm highly impressed with their highlighters because again, I hadn't tried BareMinerals in a long time. So this is my first time trying them in like several years. So all right, on to the next thing here. Melt Cosmetics. They're cream blushes. Now, I already had this one called Golden Hour. Really pretty there. And then I just picked up during the Sephora sale, Honey Thief. Now, most of these were out of stock when I tried to pick them up and grab them, but very pretty. I can see why. You just have a nice pigmentation to them. They blend out really nice and creamy. So there they are. They're a little bit similar, but not, you know, exactly like, yeah, the Honey Thief is definitely deeper, as you can see. But definitely recommend these, and for, I think they're $22 a piece. I think that's a good deal for Sephora brand. So definitely recommend those. All right, so another thing that I was pleasantly surprised is this Ilia foundation. It's the Super Serum Skin Tint. It has a lot of good beneficial ingredients in there, which I'll just show you as we go. But I really like this. At first I wasn't sure because it's a little bit of an oily consistency and I thought that I wouldn't like that. But as I applied it, wore it, and then I did set it down with some powder. Actually, I think it was at Ciate London when I showed you. Once I powdered it and let it sit for a little bit and kind of let it work with my skin, I actually really liked it. And it, again, is a clean beauty, has good beneficial ingredients in it. It's niacinamide, squalane, hyaluronic acid, which help brighten, help hydrate, you know, all that good stuff. So I was definitely pleasantly surprised that I liked this as much as I did. Now my shade, which I forgot to mention some of my shades in my other ones, sorry. This shade here I think is shade Bomb Bomb is what I got. Now color match, I'm not exactly sure if it's, yeah, I think this one was a pretty decent color match. But again, it is a lighter foundation, a lighter like serum type foundation, skin tint. So it is not as crucial to have the perfect shade because again, it just kind of makes your skin look natural, but better, you know? So because of that, I think you get away with a not perfect match. So mine might not be the exact perfect match, but it's a pretty good match and I really like it. So I wish I would have, that's one I wish I would have discovered and tried sooner. But I'm also kind of glad I found it now because I think it'll be perfect for like this time of year in summer. And I feel like we are really getting into that like skin tint, lighter foundation, which I'm very happy to be happening because I don't like heavy cakey foundations. So, and my skin's been doing so much better that I feel like I don't have as much to cover up. And I just like that more natural look. So anyways, I do recommend it. I like it personally. Not for everybody, but I like it. And if you have combo, normal to dry skin, it will definitely work for you. If you have oily skin, it might be a little too oily or you might not like that oily consistency. Now again, if you use a matte primer, it might help. But again, I just used my normal skincare and then just applied it. I didn't really use a primer with it and it worked well for me. Another thing, which I like, it's hit or miss with a lot of people. I've seen mixed reviews, but Mary Jane by Melt Cosmetics, the palette, oh, I love this palette. It is what I'm wearing now. I did feature it. I have a tutorial if you're interested. I mean, it just did some basic. There's only that's the only thing I would say. If you're looking for something that has a lot of variety, this probably isn't it. As you see, it's a very like kind of some green tones, browns, kind of grungy, some silvers. You got like a gunmetal kind of color there. But yeah, so this is definitely not your multiple looks, one palette type of palette. But if you're looking for a grungy, smoky eye, this is it. And again, not everybody's keen with the different formulations, but I think they're good. You've got some like regular metallics here. These here are a little bit different, but I think these are supposed to be more like topper shades if you ask me. Now again, you know, I'm not the makeup, you know, connoisseur, but I personally, the way I wear them, this one here is called Cali, and that is actually what I'm wearing here in like the inner third of the eye, and I think it applied just fine. Now I apply these type of shades with my finger. I don't think no matter what you do with a brush, wetting it, whatever, I don't think it's going to give you the same. Honestly, I think the warmth of your finger really helps it apply and melt and kind of, you know, blend. So I personally apply these types of shades with my finger. That's just the way I like it, because I don't think I get the same oomph and the same like application with a brush. So that's just my personal, but I think if you apply these with a finger and you use them as intended, I think they have great payoff. Now again, that is what I'm wearing. Again, I have some of these darker shades, and I also have this one, which is one of my favorites, called Bow. This shade right here is what I have like in the middle to outer part of the eyelid, and it is a metallic. Oh, I love this shade. I think it's so pretty. Now again, not for everybody, but I think this is a good melt palette. Now again, their palettes have been a little hit or miss, but this one and the She's and Parties are the two like palettes like this that I have that I highly recommend, that I think they're both a good formulation. So that's just my thoughts. Yeah, everybody's different, have your own opinion, but that's what I think. All right, and then last couple things here, which are more of just a feature. I'm just going to show you because I really haven't had a chance to wear them, but List Beauty. Their blushes finally came in stock. So yes, I went ahead and picked up 3. I mean, they're only $18. So that's Kindness, Confident, which to me, I think that's my favorite one as far as, and I think it was called like a cinnamon spice color. I can't remember anyways. And then this one is called Self Love, which has more of that red mauvey berry kind of look. But yes, I am so excited to finally have these. Now I haven't had a chance to really play with them to make a look, to show you my final thoughts, but for the price, the concept of the company being a Black-owned clean beauty brand, first one at Sephora, amazing lady, the founder, she just seems just amazing. Yeah, I would love to meet her one day. I think she is awesome. So, but here are the shades here. I think they're so pretty. So we have, top one is Self Love. Then that's Kindness, I think is the peachy one, yeah. And then my favorite is Confident, which is the lowest one. But those are the shades. I think they're nice and creamy. They definitely have some pigment, but can be sheared out enough. You know, they're not over the top. But yeah, I just love the concept of the company overall. And actually, the other products have been featured for me, have been favorites. I have the bronzer #1 is my favorite. I love this bronzer. It's one of my favorite bronzers. This is the Motivate Light shade. Love that bronzer. And then I've been really enjoying this setting powder too, which I have the translucent called Resilience. But I love List Beauty, and I am so glad to support the brand, support the founder. I think it's awesome. And I went ahead and picked up one of the brushes too. This is the powder brush. It is so soft. Oh my gosh. And it's dense. It's a little bit more denser brush. But I did use this today to set, oh yeah, it's so soft, so soft, baby. Ooh, okay, anyways. Oh yeah, I do have 2 more things to show you. I have the Milk foundation. This is the Sunshine Skin Tint, Broad Spectrum SPF 30, and mine is in light medium shade. Now, one thing I will knock off a star or 2 for is this packaging. It sucks. This little roller ball thing here, I don't know what somebody was thinking, but it's horrible. I think you're supposed to twist this thing in and pump, pump, pump. Nothing ever happened. I mean, I pumped forever and nothing ever even came up to this roller ball. So I said, forget that. This sucks. I unscrewed it and then just used it like the Harp Eject. Again, a nursing term, sorry. But just used it like this and put my finger in, rubbed it on my face, and then finished it off with a sponge, with a beauty sponge. But yeah, the packaging sucks, but I do like the formulation. Now, it might be a little too dark for me, but I'm hoping in the summertime that it'll kind of, you know, work with a little bit of a tan, so sorry if it looks a little dark right now, but you know, I had to work with what I had. And then lastly, the Fenty Eaze Drops. Fenty Beauty Eaze Drops, I have mine in shade 5, Blurring Skin Tint. I really like this. Now, I almost went on and got another shade because I do think this is a little bit too dark for me too, but I figured summertime's coming. Again, it's a light foundation, so hopefully it'll blend enough that it looks okay. But I've worn this several times to work. This is my work foundation. I have found I love it. Still does transfer a little bit to mask. I mean, there's no foundation that's not going to. It's something on your face, you know, wipes away. But it does seem to transfer less, and again, I just love how lightweight it is. Oh, I just love this. This is like my favorite. So this, the Milk Makeup, and the Ilia have become like my new favorites right now, and I'm loving the Skin Tint Light Foundation. That is like my thing right now. Loving it. So yes, I think that's all I have for you. So those are my favorites and fails for April. Sorry, this is probably going to get you a little bit late, but I'm hoping, you know, not too much into May. So let me know what you think of these products. Have you tried any of these things? What are your thoughts? Are some of these your OGs and I'm just late to the game? I don't know, but let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments, what you've tried, haven't tried, like to try. Let me know down below. If you like this content, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below, turn on all notifications, that way you're alerted on my content most Wednesdays, all Saturdays at 9 a.m. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask, social distance. All right, so have a lovely day until I see you next time. Bye. Really like this one called Free. Ooh. Okay, try it again. I got the notification that their brushes, or not brushes, then we've got, oh, that's the setting powder. Sorry, wrong one. If you do like this content, do make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe down below. That didn't make sense. I don't know if I like that ending, but yeah, work with what you have. Okay, that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time. Bye. Well, I hope I don't get this chair messy. Oh, my new chair. See my new chair. See? It'll be Vanna White. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, anyways. Bye.